I want to see a raise of hands from those of you who have recently purchased an item which is likely to be regarded childish by the majority of the people. Yeah. It could be an RC car, it could be a character figurine, it could be a drawing book, it could be a Lego, it could be anything. So keep your hands up. Okay, so all of you have recently purchased a toy. And let me ask you one more question. How many of you were made fun of by your parents, your friends, or others because you expressed your interest in these items? Okay, it's okay. Today I stand before you to declare that this is nothing to be ashamed of. In this presentation, I'll briefly introduce the Kidult culture, specifically in Korea. And 5 minutes later, by the time you leave the room, you will have never been so convinced that it is totally okay to be indulged in the Kidult culture. First of all, I will start off by defining the word. What is Kidult? Kidult is a blend of the word kid and adult, which was recently coined to refer to a group of grown-ups, usually in their 20s or 30s, who embraces entertainment, which was originally designed for children. When the industry was first introduced, the word had a negative connotation. People assumed that the Kidult culture was approved to adults' psychological regression and regarded it as a fringe and immature culture of the minority. However, with the market's rapid growth, a great deal of positive feedback was given. According to a survey conducted by the Sarmin website, 80.4% of the people displayed positive views towards this phenomenon, and the DAM Software's research showed that the frequency of the word Kidult on social network has increased by more than three times over the last couple of years. As you can see, grown-ups in Korea are well aware of this phenomenon and are actively taking part in this newly introduced culture. The collaboration with character brands also shows how Kidult culture has become a part of Korean lifestyle. Collaboration with character brands is the new trend in the marketing strategy in Korean fashion and cosmetics. For example, the Face Shop collaborated with Pixar's The Monster University and had the characters printed out on the cosmetic items. The Innisfree collaborated with Frank and had the character printed on their cosmetics as well as the bags. And lastly, the Dear Packers black tea. The Dear Packers black tea collaborated with Miffy and printed out the character on their tea tin case and the box. This is true. The companies are advertising their fashion products, their cosmetic products, and even the food products with the character print. This may seem ridiculous on one hand, but on the other hand, the fact that corporations are advertising daily necessities items with Kidult features shows how Kidult culture has successfully rooted on Korean culture. Clearly, the Kidult industry has taken a significant position in Korean society. The Kidult industry is projected to be worth $400 to $500 million and is expected to grow by 20 to 30% each year. Then the question arises, why? Why is Kidult culture so conspicuous and so popular in Korean culture than it does in many other countries? Here is why. Majority of psychologists asserts that the others' desire to deviate from their stressful daily routine is the motive for them to indulge in the Kidult activities. pursuit of these childish activities became a sense of psychological relief and peace to them. Look at the view of the statistics that might reflect a view of the social pressures the Korean adults might have. Amongst the 35 OECD member countries, South Korea ranks number 1 in highest suicide rate, longest duty hours in office, and biggest margin of increase in unemployment. This tells that Kidult boom in South Korea is not a superficial characteristics of others' nostalgia or rekindling of their childhood. And this means Kidult culture in South Korea means an escape from their pressure from their daily life. And surprisingly, the phenomenon was not only confined to adults, but it also stretched to teenagers. Many teenagers in South Korea are expected to mature faster than what they are supposed to be. Under the pressure from their parents' high expectation, children are expected to act like an adult, behave like an adult, and be ready for whatever thing that comes in their way. Also, culturally, Koreans often view innocence as immaturity and encourages people to get rid of that characteristics. Majority of the people engaged in Kidult culture are all victims of social strains. The fact that Kidult boom is happening in South Korea is only a reflection of people's frustration and anxiety they unconsciously carry in their everyday life. In a society that pushes children to mature faster and exploit the grown-ups, the Kidult syndrome might be a reflection of people's aspiration for their lost childhood. Let out the child in you. Go to the McDonald's and buy some Happy Meals and be happy. It is totally okay for you to be kids for once in your lifetime. Thank you.